This is really awkward. I haven't done this in a minute. Okay, this is really weird because I haven't made a video where I just sit here and talk in a few months because I feel really awkward talking to a camera, but it's okay. Here I go. I'm going to talk about it. Anyways, welcome. Today I will be talking about my story. No, that sounds so stupid. Okay, this video is about me and why I don't have my license yet and showing myself getting my license, hopefully. So basically, I'm 19, my birthday's March 1st, 2000, aka in about a month I will turn 20. But basically, I don't have my license yet. If you know me personally, you might know that about me because I ask rides everywhere and I suck at commuting places because I always need rides. And I absolutely hate it because I hate being dependent on people. And you might be asking, why don't you have your license yet? Well, funny story. I will talk about it right now. So, going back to August 2018, where I attempted my first driving test. First and foremost, I never had a permit because I was like 15, 16 when I could have gotten my permit and I never got it because I was like really busy all the time, even though it takes like 30 minutes, an hour max to even get it. Like, you don't have to do anything. You just have to take your tests online and whatever. Anyways, never got a permit. Was always busy in high school, so I never did it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till I turn 18 to just get my license without a permit because I thought I was gonna outsmart the system and just get it when I was 18. So I turned 18, waited a few months, graduated high school, and then August of that year, I was like, I'm gonna get my license. So I had a few weeks of practice where I would just go around my neighborhood going 20 miles per hour max. Kind of stupid. I thought that was enough practice for me to take this test, and I kept practicing parking back and forth, whatever. My dad helped me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this test. I don't care. So I went to the DMV and got in the car. The first thing they ask you to do is to park. My parking is awful, or at least it was awful, and I parked at like a 90-degree angle. I went in kind of lopsided. The parking spot for the road test has 4 cones, 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and what you're supposed to do is park in between all 4 cones, you know. So I parked kind of slanted, didn't hit any cones, and then on my way back, don't know why I thought that if I reversed in the same direction that I came in from, so like at an angle, I would come out the same way I came in. Wrong. I should have backed out straight instead of at an angle. That resulted in my side view mirror hitting the back cone right as I was about to leave the parking spot. I failed the test. Automatically, didn't even get tested for a 3-point turn or like my speeding and my brake check, nothing. Just did the parking, failed it, went back in, out of the DMV as fast as I came in. And obviously, after that incident, I refused to go back to the DMV. I was super anxious about thinking of ever going back. So 6 months later, at around like March, April, something like that, I turned 19 and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get myself a permit because this is getting ridiculous. I keep avoiding taking the test again, even though I had like 6 attempts in a year to take this driver's test. I could have just done it the same day or the day after and been fine, but no, I refuse to take it again because I suck and anxiety ate me alive. But it's okay. Everything's at its own time and it's been fine. I got my permit in, I got it in March of last year. Oh, also side note, I couldn't do the test online, so I actually had to pay to do my test at the DMV. So the 50 question written test that you have to take, or however many questions it is, I don't know. I think the drug and alcohol test I did online, and then the other test that you need to take, I forgot what it was called. I actually did that at the DMV. Got a passing score without having to cheat like all you other people who do driver's ed online and cheat on your test. No shade. Long story short, I've been driving with my permit with a 21 or older adult next to me at all times, and it's been great. I think I've gotten so much better at driving. I hope so, right? And I've had a whole year of practice, and then I was like, I am tired. I've been tired of relying on people to give me rides, so I'm gonna take this test before I turn 20. And that's what I did last Friday. Made an appointment to take a test for my license. And that day was, don't know what other word to use, but it was just a mess. My appointment was at 12:30 and I think I was like 4 or 5 minutes late. So that already gave me anxiety. I was really nervous to get there late and I got there late. What's new? So I get there and then they're like, it's okay, your number has not been called yet. And I was like, still got time, whatever. And then I get called to the window and she's like, okay, can I see your insurance? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And the lady's like, this insurance is expired. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am. So my mom looks at me all worried and I'm like, oh my gosh, my dad hasn't replaced the expired insurance. So I call him and I'm like, hey dad, where's the new insurance? And he's like,
oh, we have it, just not in the car.
So our actual insurance was not in the car with us. I don't know if I should put this on the internet, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I mean, we got insurance, so it's not like we were doing anything illegal. I mean, we had it, just not with us at that moment, you know? I wasn't doing anything illegal, I promise. So we called State Farm real quick, and the lady was like, you have 10 minutes to figure this out or else you're gonna have to reschedule. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, well, let's do this. We called State Farm, and State Farm sent us our new insurance real quick. Shout out to State Farm. They don't lie in those commercials when they say that they'll be right there. And I am so grateful for them. Okay, this is not sponsored by State Farm. So we get our new insurance. I turn it in and she's like, yes, this is it. Great job. Go in line, take your picture. You're ready for your test. And I was like, booyah, beat the odds. Got here late, but still did it. Got my insurance in on time. It's lit. Let's do this. So I'm in the line with my car, ready to take this test. And it's pretty empty. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Like, there's only like 2 people here. I'm gonna be like one of the only people taking this test right now. I feel great. I feel like not watched by anybody. Let's do this. I'm ready. And the lady comes up to me, starts examining my car, and comes up to my window and goes like,
you can't take this test.
and I was like, why not, ma'am? And she was like,
your tires are too bald.
which means my tires are too worn out. And I was like, they're too bald? And she was like,
Yes, you can't take your test with this car, with the tires like that.
and my mom like got out of the car and she was like trying to understand why. The lady was just like, yeah, there's just nothing we can do. Like, you can't take this car. And I was like, okay, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong last Friday. And I was just like, you know what? Definitely not meant to take this test today, so I'm not gonna force it. So we didn't. And I was like, let's go home. Let's go home with our bald tires. But couldn't take my freaking 10-minute test on a car with bald tires. But it's fine. I rescheduled the test for tomorrow, Wednesday, February 5th at 9:15 in the morning because I have class at 11:30. And I figured I should just record it because this story is already funny enough as it is. I just wanted to explain my, experience trying to get my license beforehand, and I will try again for the 3rd time tomorrow. Things will be great. I just know it. I'm going to put it out into existence that tomorrow I will have my license. February 6th. February 5th is my day, and no one is going to take that away from me. And I will have that license, whether I like it or not. Whether my tires are too bald or not. Also, shout out to my friend Tony, who's going to let me borrow her car for tomorrow to take the test with her car because we didn't have time to change our tires nor the money. So this shall be a really exciting time. So yeah, I'm going to take my test tomorrow, and fingers crossed everything goes well. Let's get it. Peace out. We are at the place, and so far everything went well, so we're gonna drive to the back to take the test now. I'm nervous. Okay, let's do it. She's driving to the test.
I am. This is no biggie. It's my water bottle. Okay.
It's lit. I'm so nervous, but so ready to get it done. So it's okay. Whew, my heart. So I just took it, and I guess I passed. So, oh my god, I can't even see. Now I'm gonna wait to get my actual ID, so. Yay!